So in this section, I would like to talk about the 10 amp timer with the RTC clock. RTC stands for real-time clock, which is the clock where you would enter hours, minutes, seconds, date, month, year, day of the week, and it's going to keep track of those parameters very accurately. So it's basically a real-time clock that's constantly ticking. It's like in your computer, when you shut the computer down, you turn it back on, it still have the correct time. So it has a small circuit there with a real-time clock and a backup battery. So this is what we have here. So the timer is a little bigger than the 10 amp timer, has a 4-pin connector for the LCD, and has 2 wires for the backup battery. Now the terminal for the battery is not connected. You can use various batteries. It doesn't have to be the button battery. It could be, it's basically a 3-volt battery. Actually could be from 1.5 to 4.5 volt battery. So you can use the 2 double batteries. You can have the different enclosures, so it doesn't really matter. We're just going to use the standard 2032 battery here. So let's connect it. Let me put the battery in. So the battery is important because once you set your time and you connect the power and set the time clock, you want the clock to be running even if you disconnect the power. Maybe during the power loss. So what I have, the 9-volt battery here, power supply. So I'm just going to connect the red to red. I also have the LEDs here. So here's that's what the yellow wire for, is the output from the timer. Black to black. We're going to use our configuration buttons. Green to green, white to white, and black spliced with the black. We're going to plug LCD in, and we're going to power the okay, let's see if you can see it a little better. Okay, so the first thing, it knows that the time wasn't set, so it's asking us to set the time. So we're going to set it to the today's today's December. The button 1 will increment the number 2 button will decrement it, and pushing of 2 buttons confirms that setting. So if we want to change to 12, we go to 12, push 2 buttons. Today is the 3rd, 17th. What time is it? It's 8:03. So we're going to set to 8:04, and we're going to set it to Monday. Why? Because I want to confirm the time when it will be exactly 8:04, because we don't set the seconds here. So when it will be 8:04, we're going to confirm it, and it will set the clock correctly. So another 20 seconds. So 55, 56, 59, confirming it. So now we have the clock set. If I'll turn the if I turn the lights, if I turn the power off and turning the power back on, it still will be the correct time. Okay, so what we see on the screen, first of all, is set the schedule next day, is because the schedule was already enabled in this version due to the prior test. I'm going to deactivate it. And to go into the programming mode, we're going to push 2 buttons and wait until screen goes blank and release it. And we have 5 different options. One is exit. So we're pushing number 2 buttons to go through the list, going down through the list, set schedule, set clock, clock trim, and support. And let's go back up. So if we're going to back to the schedule, I'm going to push 2 buttons and we turn the schedule off. So this will be default screen where you see just the time and the date. This is your clock. let's go back to the schedule. So what the timer could do, the timers designed differently from our 5 and 10 amp timers. The timer is designed to activate something on a scheduled basis. So if you want to run something every day at specific time for specific duration, this is what the timer for. Let's say you want to turn the pump on every day at 5 o'clock for 10 minutes. So this is one example. Another one, if you want to turn the pump from 5 to 8 o'clock for 10 seconds every hour. So this is kind of two examples that this is what the timer for. So let's go through the menus. It will make it more clear. So we go to the schedule. We're going to turn it back on. The first thing it's asking us, when do we want to run the schedule? So it's set for Sunday, but not for Monday. So we're going to turn the Monday on, and let's say turn the Tuesday on. But basically you can set any days of the week or the all days of the week. Okay, the next configuration is the from and to time. So let's say if we want to run it all day long or from beginning till the end, this is how you would set up. If you want to run it from 8 o'clock, and then you set it from 8 till 10 or something. Okay, so we set from and 2 o'clock. Okay, the 2, again, the same thing here. We can set it to 2059. Okay, so active. The active output is how many seconds you want your output to be active. So we set it for 2 seconds for demo purposes. So let's switch it to the seconds. Again, you use the button 1 to increment the numbers, number 2 to decrement it. And then you push 2 buttons to go to the next value. So now we're in seconds. Let's say we want to do 4 seconds, and we push 2 buttons. We're going to the next menu, which is repeat menu. If you want to activate it only once, you would set the repeat to 0. So it will be activated only at the beginning of the time. If we set it to at midnight for 4 seconds, then it will activate at midnight for 4 seconds, and that's it. Now, if we want to run it 4 seconds, but maybe every 10 seconds, this is where the repeat comes in. We repeat every 10 seconds. We're saving it, and it's calculating the schedule now. And it's currently off, and it's going to turn on for 4 seconds. And it's going to be off for another 6. So because it's every 10 seconds, it's going to be on for 4 seconds, off for 6 seconds. So what the display shows us is it is running the schedule. Otherwise, the first line would be empty. It shows that the next time that change is going to take place. So next time it will be 8:30 seconds. Next time it will be 34 seconds. It will be turned off. And this is the current state. So currently it's off, and it's going to turn on, and it's currently off. So this is just the state, and the bottom is your actual calendar date and the time. So here you go. Thank you so much.